The past year has been really hard.
It has been depressing.
It's very scary.
Hard, depressing, scary. Not typically the words describing an elementary school, but that's exactly how these 3 staff members describe what happened on this campus last school year.
It has been the most difficult year at Columbian to history for myself.
They all worked at Columbian Elementary School.
We all wondered if we were just crazy.
We are concealing their identities because they are afraid of retaliation after making this accusation.
It's very scary to know that Denver Public Schools did nothing to remove an intoxicated teacher.
All 3 of them, along with several other sources, claim a 2nd grade teacher was drinking on the job for months.
I know by November, at least, people were talking to the principal and the admin about smelling alcohol.
November. When we asked Denver Public Schools about the incident, we were told the teacher was placed on paid administrative leave on April 3rd, 2024. That's roughly 5 months later.
I actually ended up calling Safe to Tell the Thursday night before spring break, and that Friday morning, a giant security guard came in and they removed him.
Why did you choose to call Safe to Tell?
I was so frustrated and couldn't understand why nothing was being done, and I was frustrated with myself for not thinking about it earlier, like as an avenue to go through.
I think the parents of those children deserve to know what happened and what the principal of their children's school allowed.
The principal?
Drew Hall.
Drew Hall. It was her first year as Columbian Elementary's principal.
Months went by, and again there were more reports, people reaching out to Drew Hall, and still nothing happened.
After getting these tips, our team started requesting records from Denver Public Schools, thinking this has to be documented somewhere, right? Well, we didn't get much, not because these records don't exist, but because the school district is refusing to give them to us.
We asked for disciplinary records against the teacher and reports of any security visit to the school the day Safe to Tell was called. In both cases, we were told DPS is in possession of documents responsive to your request, which are exempt from disclosure. Our request denied. One thing we did get was a string of emails to administrators from one student's grandparent, one of them about a teacher accused of being intoxicated. It reads, 8 teachers have reported him drunk. The grandparent tells us the email was sent in January, but there was no timestamp on the copy provided by the district. We also asked for emails to or from several administrators throughout the course of the school year, involving the teacher's name and the phrases alcohol, drinking, intoxicated, or inappropriate behavior. We got back a few typical emails about the teacher's hiring process, but we also got this. A letter saying the district will not be releasing some emails discussing how to possibly address personnel issues. And we did get a list of the 10 emails being withheld. The earliest dating back to December 13th, 2023. The person who sent it, Drew Hall. We cannot confirm exactly what was written in any of those emails.
Why did you feel it was important to come forward and bring this to the public's attention?
I think the public needs to know what's happening in Denver Public Schools, that they are not taking care of the children.
We reached out to Drew Hall, but never got a response. As for the school district, we asked multiple times for an interview. We were given a statement. It reads in part, when a report of a potential unsafe environment is received by a school leadership team, they follow established policies and procedures to fully investigate the allegations. It goes on to say, Denver Public Schools cannot comment on the allegations due to the district's longstanding policy against speaking about personnel matters publicly.
Do you think anyone will take accountability after this airs?
I hope Denver Public Schools takes some accountability and removes Drew Hall and makes sure that the people at Columbian, their community and their culture is healed.
Until then, the word these staff members are left with to describe how they're feeling.
Hopeless. Hopeless.